Hi, I'm Joe with Neoti. We're here at the Neoti Tech Center with another Tech Talk. Today we're going to talk about low latency. What is latency? Why does it matter? How we can combat it with our LED system, right? And so latency is where what's shown on the LED screen is just a little bit behind what's given to the LED system as a source. And so two of the main examples with this is first where the talent is in front of the screen and the screen is showing a magnification of the talent. So think like a TED Talk or like a corporate seminar where, you know, there's someone at a lectern and they're talking. Well, there's a camera zoomed in on them and that whole giant image of that person is shown on the screen behind them. And then that person raises their hand and on the screen, their hand raises just a little bit behind, right? That is latency, right? Another example is like if we put an LED screen in a sports bar, and the LED screen is the big screen, but they have other TVs, and they're watching a football game, and the kickoff happens, and the foot meets the football on all the other screens before it meets on the big screen, right? It's just a little bit behind. Now, at worst, our latency in our LED systems is about 1/12 of a second. That's with none of the low latency features turned on, right? And so what we want to do is we want to try to get that to a negligible result, right? Our human eyes can see about 1/25th of a second of latency. We can start to pick up on it, right? 1/20th of a second, we can start to pick up on it. So 1/12th is a big deal when you have the live result in front of you and then you have the latency behind. So how do we fix that? So we have two hardware features we can fix that. We have a low latency feature in some of our controllers that support that feature that we can turn on. We also have a low latency feature in some of our receiving cards that go inside of our panels. We can turn those on as well. Now we can turn those on independently and it helps, but when you turn them both on together, that's when you get the best results. So even if your receiving cards and your panels don't have low latency capability, if you have a controller that has low latency capability, you will help some and vice versa. But when you turn them both on, that's when you get the best result. Now we do have some preconditions here, okay, that you have to meet that allow this low latency feature to work, right? First of all, you can't use gen lock. So if you're in a scenario where your LED system has to have gen lock on, then you can't use the low latency feature. Another precondition is that you can't use SDI interlaced as an input, right? We have to de-interlace. When you use the low latency feature, we have to get rid of the de-interlacing processing, and so you can't use it. And another precondition is that you need to be narrower than 512 pixels on your data port that's wiring into your screen. What that generally means is you don't want to wire and chain it left to right, right? You want to wire it and chain it up and down, and you want to stop before your panels get wider than 512 on that port. I hope this was helpful. If you have any other questions, just give us a call or visit our website.